Welcome to our journey through timeless Victorian garden designs. Today we'll explore the beauty of intricate cast iron fences, lush flower beds, and historical charm. If you love elegant exterior spaces, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment below. Let's dive into the details of creating your own garden sanctuary. A winding cobblestone path draws your eye through a serene Victorian garden, wrapped in intricate cast iron fencing. The aged iron glows under warm sunlight, its scrollwork patterns framing beds of lavender, heirloom roses, and ivy. Every turn reveals another layer of old-world elegance. The garden opens into a symmetrical layout, bordered by black cast iron fencing with detailed fleur-de-lis accents. Trimmed boxwoods guide the gaze to the vintage iron benches nestled between blooming hydrangeas and climbing wisteria, offering timeless beauty designed with classical precision. A soft breeze carries the scent of lilacs and honeysuckle as it brushes against cast iron finials lining the fence. Beneath an aged oak, the dappled light illuminates weathered stone planters filled with Queen Anne's lace, where vintage charm meets a cultivated elegance. Beyond the arch of a wrought iron trellis covered in blush roses, a secluded seating nook waits beneath a flowering tree. The cast iron fencing curves with the garden's edge, drawing your eye around a carpet of foxglove and tulips, each detail telling a story of historic charm. A tall, decorative iron gate swings open into a parterre-style garden with symmetrical plantings of daisies, violets, and sweet alyssum. The central path is lined with terracotta pots of boxwood, guiding you to an ornate birdbath surrounded by fragrant blooms and elegant fencing. Every line of the iron fence whispers craftsmanship. Aged black iron contrasts with vibrant floral borders, marigolds, irises, and lavender layered in height and color. Gothic arch motifs add historical depth, while moss-covered urns ground the space in antique luxury. A grand pergola, its iron frame draped in jasmine, anchors the heart of the garden. Beneath, wrought iron benches offer a resting place. Around it, pastel peonies and clipped hedges form a formal but romantic atmosphere, enhanced by the lacy fencework enclosing this outdoor sanctuary. iron arbor greets you, overgrown with clematis and sweet peas. Inside, winding gravel paths thread between tall delphinium and flowering sage. The cast iron fence beyond reflects light through its rosette details, adding sparkle to the soft serenity of blooms and breeze. A gazebo rests at the garden's center, its frame wrapped in passionflower vines. Surrounded by circular beds of garden pinks and phlox, the cast iron fencing adds rhythm and repetition to the scene, its decorative medallions mirroring the elegance found in each floral petal. The structure of the garden blends architectural clarity with botanical whimsy. Low hedges, iron obelisks, and a repeating fence motif provide balance. Between them, daffodils and crocus bloom in abundance, spilling over stone borders and highlighting the nostalgic charm of this timeless setting. Black cast iron fencing with lattice-like filigree lines the perimeter of a heritage home. In front, symmetrical rows of camellias and dwarf lavender form sculptural waves of green and purple. Vintage urns with miniature roses mark the corners, blending garden romance with stately grandeur. In a corner garden alcove, a circular brick patio is surrounded by aged planters and topiary spheres. The surrounding iron fence adds structure while allowing views of layered planting, hollyhocks, peonies, and white daisies in varying heights and softness, anchored by the boldness of the metalwork. Overhead, a canopy of wisteria spills down from an iron trellis. Below, the pathway winds past clipped shrubs and blooming begonias. The fence's leaf motif mirrors the foliage itself, creating harmony between man-made structure and flourishing nature. Every element speaks of refinement. Twisting vines embrace an aged gate of twisted balusters and floral scrolls. Inside, beds of wallflowers and bluebells soften the geometry. Iron finials and stone obelisks line the walk, each a curated piece in a living museum of Victorian garden artistry. Soft shadows fall across the stone-paved courtyard, framed by foxglove and topiary domes. The fence blends seamlessly with iron seating and antique planters, creating a visual rhythm. The background reveals a trellised conservatory, surrounded by flowering shrubs and radiating historical depth. Ornamental medallions decorate the upper edge of the cast iron fence, catching light as they frame dense beds of pansies and sage. Every angle of this garden is a portrait, lush and balanced, where nature is curated and the iron's aging patina enhances the garden's narrative. A fountain bubbles at the center of a gravel circle, surrounded by iron fence sections that separate each garden quadrant. Lavender, hyacinths, and fern create color and texture harmony. The space feels like an outdoor ballroom, orderly yet soft, elegant yet inviting. Every detail contributes to a mood of quiet luxury. Ironwork with vine-like curls, bricks aged with time, floral compositions in Victorian symmetry. The fencing is not only a boundary but a frame for a timeless painting in constant bloom. The historic mood is enhanced by rusted accents in the ironwork, contrasted against fresh greenery and colorful blooms. Tall spears and leafed scrolls trace the edge of the garden, holding the space like a picture frame, defining its era while letting nature speak. From the distance, the garden appears as a cultivated dreamscape, framed by classical iron fencing. Upon closer look, each petal, vine, and carved iron curve shares a dialogue, where architectural form meets floral abundance in a dance of vintage elegance and peaceful grandeur. Thank you for exploring the elegance of Victorian gardens with us. We hope you found inspiration for your outdoor spaces. If you enjoyed this design journey, please like, comment, and subscribe for more. Your feedback means a lot to us, and we can't wait to share more creative ideas soon.